Hello, so let us look at these questions together from 2003. Alright, so number one, we want to get the derivative of the given function here. So what are we going to do? We see the parentheses square, so what we have to do is we have to use the chain rule. 2 comes out first by the power rule, x cubed plus 1, leaving the inside alone, and we have to multiply that by the derivative of inside, which is 3x squared. That's about it. Then this becomes 6x squared times x cubed plus 1. So I believe the answer becomes choice E. Alright, let us look at the next question. What do you end up getting? First you have to integrate this one. When you integrate this, if you set u equals negative 4x, du becomes negative 4 dx. And using this, we will realize that dx must be equal to du over negative 4. Let us put these things together into the integral. Then here we have e to the u. In place of dx, we gotta have du over negative 4. So I'm gonna put that into the front. Negative 4. Now, integration of e to the u is simply e to the u. So we have negative 1/4 and e to the u plus c. But since u is equal to negative 4x, we will end up getting negative 1 over 4 e to the negative 4x, which goes from 0 to 1. Once you plug in 1, we'll end up getting negative 1 over 4 times e to the negative 4. When you plug in 0, minus negative 1 over 4, which will become positive. So basically positive 1/4 minus 1/4 e to the negative 4th power, which will be choice D. Alright, let's look into this question. They say y equals 2 is the asymptote. In this case, it will be horizontal asymptote for the function. But what is the algebraic definition of an asymptote? It will be limit for a given function as x approaches positive or negative infinity, and that should approach to a particular value a. Now, in fact, in this case, y is equal to 2. In order for that to be an asymptote, in place of a, we should have 2 over there, which in fact is equal to choice E. That becomes our answer. Now, let's look at number 4. Here we have fraction. Therefore, to find the derivative, we have to use the quotient rule. So y prime, what is that equal to? Denominator will be squared. And then here, we're going to multiply by the derivative of the top, which is 2, times the denominator, which is 3x plus 2, minus top, which is 2x plus 3, times the derivative of the bottom, which will be equal to 3. Then what do we end up getting? Here we have 6x plus 4, and then here we have minus 6x minus 9, and 3x plus 2 squared. Then 6x's cancels out. We are left with negative 5 over 3x plus 2 squared. That becomes our answer. Choice D. Here, once again, we need to integrate this one. Integration of sine x becomes, in fact, not just cosine of x, but even negative cosine of x from 0 to pi over 4. So once you plug in pi over 4 here, we get negative cosine of pi over 4 minus negative cosine of 0. And cosine of pi over 4 is radical 2 over 2. So here we have negative was already there, radical 2 over 2. And then here we end up getting plus, because double negative becomes positive. Cosine of 0, yes, that's equal to 1. So this becomes our answer, which is choice B. Number 6, limit as x approaches infinity for the given expression on top and also bottom. Now notice that as x approaches infinity, as we also notice the exponents of the numerator and denominators are the same. Then in that case, our answer can be formed using coefficients of the leading exponents. We have 1 and 4. So our answer is supposed to be 1 over 4 becomes our answer. Choice C. How about number 7? Which of the following statement is true, given that this is graph of f prime? Is f increasing from -1 through +1. -1 through +1. You see, this portion of the function is increasing, while this portion of the function is decreasing. Not because of the how it's going down, but rather first derivative is positive or negative. So therefore, the answer for the first one is not correct. F is increasing from -2 to 0. -2 to 0. Is the function increasing? Yes, because the derivative is always positive. So B seems to be the answer. And then C, even though it looks the graph seems to be increasing, but in fact we're not looking about f prime but f itself. So when the first derivative is still negative, that means the function should be decreasing, and so forth and so on. So therefore the answer must be choice B. All right, so how are we going to do this one? Why don't we set u as x cubed? Then what do we realize? Du is equal to 3x squared dx. So here we have dx, here we have x squared. Only thing which we do not have is 3. So when you divide by 3, we get du over 3 is equal to x squared dx. Then if you have to plug in everything here, then we'll end up getting, the integral becomes cosine of u du over 3, 1 over 3. So antiderivative of cosine becomes sine of u, plus u in this case was x cubed, so 1/3. So here 1/3 sine of, in place of u we can put x cubed, which goes from in this case simply plus c. So which one is our answer? Choice B. B becomes our answer. What is the derivative? F prime becomes 1 over all that, which is x plus 4 plus e to the negative 3 x power. Multiply by the chain rule derivative inside, which is 1 plus 0 minus 3 e to the negative 3x. Once you plug in 0, we get to realize the numerator has to be 1 minus 3. Denominator becomes 1 plus 4. 0 plus 4 plus 1. So we end up getting negative 2 over 5, which is choice A. All right, so here we are looking for original, first, and second are negative. So first derivative is negative, that means it has to be below the x-axis, which is all true except e. So e is out. Second, the first derivative is negative, that means the function has to be decreasing, which is not the case here. Which is not the case. Now third, the second derivative is also negative, that means the concavity is negative. Therefore choice B becomes our answer. So this is part 1. So we'll try to continue in the second part of the video. See you. Bye-bye.